Hey guys and gals, this is Derpy Dash DJ Blaziken
And it's Katie Cub.
here for another episode of Truly Pointless Radio. So, for today's topics, I guess we'll start this off with how much further I've made it in the Pokemon Moon campaign. And then next will be what features we want to see for the Switch and online in general for Nintendo. And then, of course, the new streaming restrictions that popped up for the Nintendo Creator Program that is causing a lot of fuss, dealing with trolls, channel plans, and then live updates and pop culture stuff. So, I guess I just now made it to the Elite Four. And, oh god, Hapu. Like pre-Elite Four, like the final big kahuna. In a sense.
Hapu.
Yep.
Yeah, she is quite a toughie.
Yeah, to say the least. For the most part, I kind of thought the game was a bit more of a cakewalk up until that point. So.
Yeah. Also, he didn't know until last night that Fairy was super effective against Dragon.
Yeah, and that's.
So I told him, I said, do you still have your Sylveon that you had at the beginning? And he's like, yeah. And I said, what moves does she have? And he told me, and I said, use Moonblast. One hit KO.
Yeah, I didn't think of doing that.
Well, Sylveon's been called, fairy types have been called dragon killers, so.
But yeah, now I've made it to the Elite Four. Got Lunala. Had the final battle with Guzma, or I assume it's the final battle.
Yes.
Um,
Wait, Guzma? When did you battle Guzma again?
right after, like, just, I believe it was right after or before catching Lunala.
That wasn't Guzma, that was Gladion.
Oh.
Guzma's the older one that has the weird laugh.
Oh. Or I know,
Gladion's the one that always puts his hand over his eye like a moody teenager.
because I know, and apparently the president of the Aether Foundation, spoilers, is Lily's mother. And in a weird way, she kind of, I guess, somewhat disowned her own daughter. Which I was like, oh god, all you care about is this collecting biz. I'm like...
Basically, Lily took Cosmog from Lusamine. Gladion kind of took Type Null and kind of just went off on his own accord.
Yeah.
So basically, she's like, oh, my children don't deserve my love, and basically just, like, shut them out of her life. And became obsessed with collecting the Ultra Beasts.
Is that...
More specifically, Nihilego.
Yeah, that and, then she kind of gets somewhat possessed by this jellyfish Pokemon. I forget what its name is.
Nihilego. Nihilego.
Like, what the hell? Talk about a dark moment in a Pokemon game.
Yeah, I know.
And or near death, too.
Did you know, I think it's after you beat the Elite Four, you can go to Aether Paradise, go to the conservation area, and he'll give you Type Null.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
And then you can evolve it into Stealth Ally. So.
Alright. Now... oh, God. whether or not to transfer over everything from standard sun and moon or standard moon into ultra moon when I get that.
I know I'm definitely transferring my Ash Hat Pikachu.
Oh yeah, same here. So that way I have a Pikachu at the start, and I always have one electric type, and I'm actually gonna try to be more varied with my Pokemon party in the next game.
Mr. Four Fire types.
Which means 3 fire types, 1 water, and 2 ice type, or 1 ice type and a fairy type.
Yes.
So yeah, because I got an Incineroar, a Blaziken, and a Flareon, and a Empoleon, a Sylveon, and Ninetales. That's my team.
Yes. So I want to talk a little bit about my Pokemon Sun game. I already beat the main campaign, obviously. And so I've been doing what I like to call collecting, which is doing Wonder Trades to get Wonder Trade shinies and stuff like that. And basically I've been using the GTS a lot more to try and get a legendary team. And it's going really well. I've got a Lugia. I have a Groudon. Those the first 2 Pokemon I've used the GTS for. And right now, I'm trying to get a Suicune.
Yeah, so apparently... I need to get back to the Pokemon Center here if I'm going to talk about this, because...
Oh, do you want to tell them what you got from Wonder Trade last night?
Yeah, so apparently I think I got a shiny. Let's see here. It was a shiny Fletchling. Or, I don't know what this bug-type Pokemon is. Because it's in...
Bug-type?
Oh, it's a cutie fly. I don't know if it's shiny, though.
Yeah, he's new to the whole shiny hunting thing, so we do apologize. So here's my question. Are you going to continue with the whole girl trainer thing because of the better clothes, or are you going to give the boy trainer a shot?
Yeah, I just sent you a picture of the cutie fly. But, yeah, I don't even know if that is a shiny.
Sorry, I was drinking my Mexican Coke. Oh, you piece of garbage phone. No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
It would have a little red star on its summary if it was a shiny.
Okay. Well then.
Yeah. Then never mind.
Yeah, and as for still being new to a lot of things in Pokemon, then I ended up having a troll. I guess we'll get to this a little bit early, but I have sort of an ex-friend, if you will, / troll here, thinking I'm gonna screw with the Pokemon TCG community. Just because I just started getting the boxes and stuff, I'm just like, bro, I'm not looking to be as popular as PewDiePie. I know I'll never be as popular as PewDiePie. And I don't even think of myself as ever being a rep for the TCG community anyways. I don't even go to real-life tournaments. I just play the online game, and I collect. That's all I do. So, chill. Okay?
And granted, when I tried to defend him, the person in question was like, look here, he doesn't need you to defend him and all this nonsense. But like, I'm like not only his girlfriend, but a moderator for his channel. So I was just doing my job.
Yeah. So,
I don't need some troll coming in here telling me how to do my job.
well, Mr. Ioworth1, just be lucky you weren't to the point. Like, at least you were sort of having civil discussion, so I won't block you. But still, though, just pointless.
It is. It's just pointless. It really is.
Yeah, because I don't plan on representing the community, really. It's just my new hobby. So, chill.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, hold up. Let me get my phone on the charger here. Pull up our next topic. I kind of got that from an old podcast. I got that transition from a different podcast I used to listen to back in the day that is no longer going. That it's called Uncle Gamer. It's part of like, oh god, I forget. I think it was part of the GamerCast network, alongside like Sarcastic Gamer and a few other shows. I loved the Sarcastic Gamer podcast back in the day. Granted, they're no longer around. There's only 2 podcasts that I still listen to that are still ongoing. And that is Games and More Entertainment Radio with C4, Rybo, and Newfie. Although I'd love to see Kobar make a return, but whatevs. And he's kind of my inspiration for wanting to start podcasting in the first place. On top of my parents always joking I should have my own talk show. And then Orange Lounge Radio with Sky, Dark Sakura, and Loki. Which they're still going on, although they originally started out as a music gaming podcast. But, branched out to just general gaming all around. So, which they're still going as far as I know. On the Voice of Geeks network.
Speaking of gaming and music, speaking of music and video games, I really want to buy the soundtrack for Super Mario Sunshine and for just that game, because I really like the music in that game. Like every time I play the Smash Brothers stage on Brawl, I just listen to the music. Like if you saw my video a couple days ago about when I was playing Smash Brothers, I said I literally said I'm gonna shut up and let you guys listen to this because I love this music.
Yeah, and the weirdest thing is that this podcast is actually getting more views on your channel than my channel, to be honest, and yet I have more subs, but you have more dedicated viewers, so
who knows?
But,
I don't know.
Anyways, next topic. What features we want to see for the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Online?
Just a question. What was your favorite area in Super Mario Sunshine?
Oh god, I don't think I got past the first, because I couldn't beat the boss. Or the first boss, really.
Oh, Derpy!
Well, plus,
Mine was...
I didn't own it for the GameCube. I never had a GameCube up until way later. I might play it on my Nintendo later on down the line. But
you need to play through the game. It is amazing.
But
my favorite area is definitely...
I'll definitely give it a shot, especially if, and this kind of goes into the topic of what we want to see, for the Nintendo Switch Virtual Console. Where the heck is that, Nintendo? I mean, I know you're not just doing that.
Hold on, but my favorite area is definitely Peanut Park. for sure. But yeah, like okay, onto the Switch. Virtual console. Come on, Nintendo.
Like we kind of have that now. It's called they call it Arcade Archives, and they're releasing like older arcade
Mm-hmm.
games on there, including the OG Punch Out. But
Mm.
it's not like the NES version. They're actually releasing the arcade version that had the dual screens, which later those became the Play Choice 10, and which were like arcade machines that were kind of like a NOAC, a Nintendo on a chip kind of deal, where you had like these different mini cartridges. I guess it was kind of similar in nature to a Neo Geo MVS or multi video system. And basically what that was is an arcade machine that could hold like multiple cartridges for multiple games, and then you would just select on a screen between one of the 4 to 10 cartridges that you wanted to play. And which is similar in
Okay.
nature to most of these like 101 or 61 MAME cabinets you see
But
out in arcades or hotels these days. But just with physical cartridges.
but so for the Wii Game Shop, for when the Wii came out, we got a lot of virtual console stuff. I want them to bring GameCube games to the Switch Virtual Console because I want to play Super Mario Sunshine and Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door.
Yeah, and eventually I want to. I don't think they'll ever re-release it, but if they do, Gale of Darkness would be kind of a good one to play.
Not to mention Kirby Air Ride and Smash Brothers Melee. Although they haven't released any Smash Brothers games to the Virtual Console, so
No, that's actually not true. They did have the original Smash on the Wii Virtual Console, which
really Nintendo, really Nintendo.
just speaking of the Wii Shop, I guess small tangent here. The Wii Shop will be shutting down in 2019. All
Like, wait, for the
functionality.
Wii or for the Wii U?
No, for the original Wii. So you
Okay.
got till March of next year to add Wii points to buy Virtual Console games or whatever you want on the Wii or the original Wii. And then you have till I guess after that, then they're gonna be shutting down re-download features, like where you could re-download your games. That's gonna be shutting down in later on, midway through 2018, and then the transfer service between Wii and Wii U will be shutting down, and at that point, by 2019, the Wii Shop, or no, the transfer service will be the last thing to go, but the shop channel itself will be shut down. So get those Virtual Console games on
So
the Wii
by
while you can.
2019, the Wii will pretty much be dead and buried.
Yep. So now it's just a wild guess in the air of how much longer the eShop for the Wii U and 3DS will stay afloat. I give it probably another 10 years.
I say for the 3DS, till at least like 2020. I say.
I give it about another 10 years because it's been about 10 years, if not more, since the original Wii came out with the Wii Shop. So I give it about the same time frame that the original Wii Shop had.
What is that for the 3DS or for the Wii U?
No, the Wii Shop was for the OG Wii, but
I know,
oh
but
yeah,
the
we're talking
time frame.
both the Wii U and the 3DS.
I say the Wii U has another maybe 6 years because the Switch is pretty much a glorified Wii U. With all due respect, of course, I'm saying that in a positive way. But so okay, so
As for features
like,
for their online service that are a definite
of
must,
course, Sharing videos directly to YouTube.
Yeah, so direct video capture would be nice. I mean, we got screenshot capture, but I'd love to have like direct video capture similar to that of what the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 have, which I used for a lot of the early before I got myself a capture card. And I was doing direct capture. It was from the Xbox One itself and using the Upload Studio. So I was doing that a lot. And then, of course, it had direct streaming capability with Twitch. And I would love for that to be the case with the Switch. How frank that rhymes. But that definitely needs to be a thing, is direct streaming capability, which it could happen. And it's like there's nothing to deal with RAM limitation on that, because that took very little, if any, from what I've heard from the Xbox side.
Of course, we already talked about the GameCube games we want to come to the eShop.
That, and as I've heard, Netflix, the CEO of Netflix said that they're ready, locked and loaded, ready to go. They're just waiting for Nintendo to say something. On whether or not...
for Netflix to be available on the Switch?
Now, I don't care too much if Netflix is on the Switch. Whoop-de-frickin-do. I have it on my phone. I have it on my 3DS. I have it on a tablet. Like, I got it on so many other devices. Like, what's the point? But, you know, but YouTube and Twitch, those are two that are a must. Especially Twitch for live streams. Now, this kind of goes into one of the other topics that were... But before I go into that other topic, one last feature that needs to be a part of this, which we got the voice chat. They finally fixed that, where now your phone can go into sleep mode and you won't get disconnected. You can go into other apps on your phone and won't get disconnected. So they fixed that finally.
That's nice.
But now onto something that Nintendo is screwing up on once again. And that is their creators program, and they've caused a huge kerfluffle yet again, with some streaming restrictions that have popped up. Now, granted, they aren't saying they won't allow streaming, but you won't be able to monetize it. That's basically what they're saying. And this is basically pissing off a lot of YouTubers who...
Because I know there are a lot of YouTubers that like to do, like, Grand Prixes with fans and stuff, Grand Prix with fans and stuff like that, with stuff like Mario Kart and Splatoon and stuff like that, so...
Yeah, so, with that going, I don't mind too much. Whoop-de-doo. We can go to Twitch and take care of that, you know, because, I mean, they don't seem to care too much when it comes to Twitch. I don't know why they seem... Like, apparently, copyright laws and trademark law apparently works somewhat different in Japan or whatever. It's like, you have to defend it or else it's lost or some shit like that. But... Yet, apparently, you know, it's like conflicting with the United States, because, I mean, they have a United States division, and you think, you know, they'd be able to compromise more with this, because, in all fairness, like, what we are doing is technically fair use, because we're putting our own commentary on this stuff. You know, we're putting our own jokes, and some of us are making, like, plays out of, you know, Smash. We're making, you know, our own little, I guess, fanfic plays, if you will, with some of these games that have, especially those with multiplayer, where we can just free roam around a bit. You know, that it's kind of screwing with the creator attitude, and, like, I don't know why, but it was just midway through the Wii U's life cycle where they decided to crack down on the YouTube creators, which I say is just...
And especially, like what you said with games with Smash, if you put it on stock mode, and you don't have any like Pokemon or assist trophies or anything like
No items
that,
on
and you
there.
just have items that don't. Hold on. You just have items that don't directly kill people. Like, you can make a lot of fun little fan videos out of,
Yeah.
like, characters like Zelda and Link, Mario and Peach.
Mm.
Uh, it's like, it's fun, because if you don't make any moves, stock mode can go on forever because there's not a time
Yeah.
limit.
And
I know, I sure did when I was younger.
yeah, I mean, hell, that's also why, things like Red versus Blue came to be. Actually, the first season or two, I believe, of Red versus Blue actually was recorded directly of multiplayer footage of Halo, um, using Forge mode for the main camera, and it was, or I think it was using Forge mode. I don't know how the heck they managed to do it. Other than I know, it was actual in-game footage for the first few seasons of Red versus Blue, and so there was a
hmm
lot of like
So,
mini series that came out of that. So it's
so
basically stuff like this is that Nintendo is doing is kind of hindering what
okay.
we can do, and even further, I guess another thing we could bring up is the fact that they're putting cease and desist and shutdowns on fan projects that weren't really going to be, for money and just for the love of it. Whereas with Sega, they actually, took input from fan creations and clamored those all together and then made Sonic Mania. I'm like, Nintendo, AM2R was near, like, it was pretty damn close to finished. And in all reality, you should have just bought the project off the fans, or just offered them like, hey, why don't you come work for us and then publish this game with us and whatever. And like, they should just hire on these people,
Maggie Hush!
and instead of just taking things down,
hmm So,
which
sorry, I have a dog.
but
But can I add a topic that you didn't put on the list though,
oh,
sweetie?
okay.
How about games that have been announced and games we want to be announced for the Switch?
Well, I know the main.
Just ones that we're looking forward to in
Okay,
particular. Okay,
right
like
now
for example, for me, Super Mario Odyssey.
that's coming out in a few days. Um,
I'm really excited. Like, I know you personally love the look of Bowser in his all white getup.
yeah. Actually, hold up.
Yeah, because it's your Discord profile picture. But so that's one game that I'm looking forward to. Skyrim on the Switch.
Oh yes.
Yes. It's like, so basically, I saw a video of like someone using the for like sword movements, and the movements of the weapon is going to be controlled with motion control, so you can like fire your arrows and use your sword and your axe. It's so cool.
Yeah. So for some stuff that's actually coming soon, we got a few indie titles as well that are actually pretty intriguing. We got Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. It's a really good co-op game. There's
I'm
Ninja
sorry.
Showdown, Axiom Verge, uh, Tumblestone, Tiny Barbarian DX, which I think is coming from the same developer as Retro City Rampage, which is kind of like a.
Do you think that because when Just Dance 2017 came out, they had a Switch version. Do you think they're gonna do the same with 2018?
Yes.
I think, like, in my opinion, and this could be a bold statement, but honestly, I think 2018 is going to be the best Just Dance game yet to date.
Yeah, then we got Toho Kabuto v Burst Battle, which looks to be like I guess a good visual novel slash role play game. It seems to also have split screen support too, which will be kind of cool. Then we also got Spelunker Party. I'm actually just going through the coming soon list here. Siberia, which looks to be kind of similar in nature to something like Shadow of the Colossus. Like, has a lot of that same art style from the looks of things. Farming Simulator.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, but Stardew Valley. That's one game I'm looking forward to on the Switch. Alongside Skyrim, LA Noir, because I definitely want to support that release. Especially if it means. Because I never got a chance to play LA Noir, really. To completion, because my PS3 died. So.
What about how do you feel about Minecraft on the Switch?
Oh, that's already out, and I'm liking it.
I know.
And then there's Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I need to play through the first game, which, by the way, you have a copy of. The first game that was released for the 3DS. So I'd say definitely play through that first before, if you ever think of getting the second game. So then we also got LA Noir, which I really want. Doom, which I already have on PC, but I would love to have this on the go as well. Thanks to I'm One Big Nerd for purchasing me Doom 2016. Then we got we got Skyrim. Then we also have Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. That also is getting ported over to the Switch.
Question.
In 2018. Granted, it's coming out this year for all the other systems, but just a little bit later next year for the Switch to work some stuff out. Possibly include some motion controls. And so far, as far as third parties are concerned, Bethesda is like dedicated to the Switch. And apparently, WWE 2K18. That's definitely something I'm going to get my hands on. And just speaking of that, John Cena visited Reggie Fils-Aimé, and there's a tweet with them together. And Doc Trey 81, he was speculating either it's going to be it was something about either WWE 2K18 coming to the Switch or possibility of like the WWE Network coming to the Switch for, their streaming deal. And I guess, just speaking of like online stuff for the Switch and Nintendo in general, the pricing has been confirmed in a few screenshots that I've seen, and that is, $20 a year, which a lot of people would say is like, oh, we should have to pay for online. I'm like,
Derpy.
huh? What?
I was going to ask you while you were still talking about Skyrim, what is your fighter, your class always?
For the most part, I've always played a battle mage, although I think the first time around when I started playing on PC before I screwed up my file to a point beyond repair, I decided then for my new profile I was going to play as Katniss Everdeen because I was a bit of a fan of Hunger Games, so I was just going to play a straight archer mage campaign. But that kind of fell apart, so...
Yeah, I really like using, like, I'll use a sword if I have to, but I really like magic. So I always do, like, the elf mage.
Oh, yeah, just...
Like the College of Winterhold quest line. the Thieves Guild, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So,
Also, it's a duty to every Skyrim player. If you see a Thalmor, kill him. Always kill the Thalmor.
Okay. Note taken. But yeah, oh yeah, just speaking of the whole elf race, Link is a playable, or you can technically play as Link.
Yeah, you have the Link amiibo. I know.
Well, actually, you don't even need the amiibo. You can actually find the stuff for the Link getup throughout the game itself. You don't necessarily
That's cool.
need the amiibos.
That's really cool. Also, side note, I originally didn't think that the gargoyles were gonna come to life. They do. Scares me every single time.
Alright, right now my phone is glitching out like heck because RAM usage. But let's see here. So, channel plans.
Do you have any?
Other than doing,
Because I sure as heck
I'm
do.
gonna be doing more TCG, and in December 29th through January 2nd, I will be doing some collabs with Katie Cub in person. So look for that around that time. Including a collab TCG video.
Of some kind, we don't know yet.
So, which just reminds me I need to watch your most recent vids that you just released.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. Better get on that. And then, of course, we're probably gonna do just like maybe record some gaming videos. I don't know.
Yeah, because I will be bringing my capture card and my laptop with me. So.
And then for plans for my channel, of course I'll do more TCG. Of course I'll do more gameplay, Mario Kart and Smash and stuff like that. And I can't really afford to at the moment, but I do want to open the Elite Trainer box of Shining Legends at some point.
Yeah. And on the factor that we both have jobs, it's...
That kick our butts, literally.
So it's gonna kind of... If you don't see an update from us, like, every week, or every now and then, it's work.
You know why.
Work kicked our asses. So...
Yeah. The only reason I'm able to record this podcast tonight before 9:30 is because I called off sick because I was really feeling like garbage this morning.
Yeah.
And so.
Which on that note, like, don't feel bad if you have to call in, you know, when you're feeling bad.
Just as long as you're not, like, doing what somebody did. I'm not going to say who it was because of, you know, security reasons. But I know this person who called off work just to go hang out at the mall. So.
Wow, what a complete douche.
Yeah, don't do that. If you're calling in sick, it needs to be because of a family reason or because you're legitimately sick. Not because you want to go play Pokemon Go at the mall.
Although I think I've actually gotten more used to this job as of late, so I won't.
Which is good. Okay, so let's talk about pop culture and the fandom for a moment.
Alright.
The reason I wanted to talk about this is because as most of you know about, I'm sure a lot of you, quite a majority of you know about Funko Pop figures.
Yep.
He knows where I'm going with this. So basically, they are releasing Wave 2, meaning we get Sailor Uranus, Sailor Neptune, Sailor Pluto, Sailor Saturn, Sailor Chibi Moon, and Queen Beryl for some reason. But we also get a Funko Pop keychain of Mini Moon, and Moon. And also coming to Hot Topic, they've got these Sailor Moon vinyl keychain blind bags, which I want to pick up a couple of next time I go to the mall.
Yes.
Also, I ordered a Sailor Mercury cosplay dress for reasons, which I'm sure y'all will see later on. And I'm really excited because it's going to be here next week.
And it will be insanely cute to see that on you.
I'm very sure it will be. I just hope it at least goes to my knees. That's what I'm worried about. Because, like, if my church has a Halloween thing and it doesn't go to my knees, I can't wear it. Unless I wear shorts, which I might have to do.
Well, I mean, you might as well wear some shorts underneath anyways because lack of pockets.
True. All too true. And then, of course, I've got a wig that I'm going to order.
Although I have found out that lack of pockets or very small pockets is the reason why I've figured out why women carry a huge purse for the most part.
Well, it's not always huge. It's just we have to have somewhere to put our phones. Because did you know if you put your phone in your bra, it can lead to cancer?
Actually, that's not true.
It's true.
Where'd you hear this?
I heard it from somebody that was a registered nurse in a hospital.
Now, people have been saying if we have our phones up to our ears, we'd get cancer in the brain or whatever. It hasn't happened to me yet.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go into an argument with you about women's bras, okay?
Okay.
I'll tell you later. But, yeah, so basically that's that. And then, basically I just got to order a bunch of, like, cosplay stuff, and it'll be fun. So, can't wait. What else was I going to say? Something about pop culture. Oh, they are remaking Hocus Pocus into a Disney Channel movie.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this.
That's gonna flop.
I think so too.
Top the original.
So.
No way.
Also, Pitch Perfect 3. What do you think about that?
No, I didn't see the first two movies, so.
The list just goes on and on and on.
Yeah, I wouldn't have much
of movies I'm gonna have you watch with me, because, like, holy crap, there's so many. Let's see. Anything pop culture? Oh, Kylie just released her new fall lip kit.
Yeah, which I might end up I might end up buying it at some point.
I'm just really worried about trying that stuff on, because, like, but yeah.
You don't have to be worried about trying that on. But,
yeah, but I think that's pretty much all I can think of in pop culture news right now.
Oh yeah, and supposedly Kylie Jenner is pregnant.
Isn't our sister pregnant also? Okay then. Cool.
Yeah, so the younger of the two girls is the pregnant one. Go fig. But yeah.
Isn't she having a baby with like Tyga or something like that?
Supposedly it's Tyga, but then again, those two broke off a while ago, so it's some other guy that she hooked up with.
Alrighty then. Um, and I'm just telling you this here because I thought of it and I don't want to forget. You know Akibento,
Yeah.
right? Aki Dearest is doing a box with them where she's deciding what goes in the box and everything.
Ooh.
And that'll be in November. I really want to order one of those. That's really exciting. I think that's all I can think of for pop culture right now.
Oh yeah. It has been confirmed for Certain Magical Index has season 3. There has been confirmed season 2 for One Punch Man, and they've also changed studios and directors for season 2 One Punch Man. The Tokyo Ghoul movie is official, and it's coming soon to theaters. And the English trailer is out. And from what I could see, it looks spot on and looks to be like the movie more or less is kind of like a condensed version of the first season of Tokyo Ghoul. So if you want to sort of get into the series and don't feel like watching like a buttload of episodes and just want to have it condensed into a 2-hour movie, this is the perfect way. Because this looks pretty damn faithful to the original source. And yeah, it's it's looking pretty promising and better than the Death Note movie that came out.
Also, if we have any big like life updates or super huge mega things, we probably won't talk about them on a podcast. We'll probably make those into separate videos. Because I know I for sure am probably going to have one really, really late this year or start of next year. Because we're possibly maybe thinking about moving house.
And
so.
On this factor of moving, once she's situated and everything, I am going to be moving to Cleveland, Texas, as well. So now that's where you're planning on going, right?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be moving in, and in fact, I'm actually going to be proposing to her New Year's Eve.
This wasn't a surprise. I already knew this.
So, surprise, viewers.
Yay! You know, we were going to make that into a video. We probably still will.
Yeah.
But, that, I guess, takes us into life updates, I guess.
Yep.
So, aside from I'll start. Aside from my job, that some of you guys may or may not know, I work food service and stuff like that in a hospital. So, that's my job. I'm very glad I got a job. And, yeah, so.
Yeah, and, as we're recording this, the original Fallout game was up for free this day in celebration of the 20th anniversary or 20th birthday of the Fallout series, which I'm going to start playing that tonight after I get done with the Elite 4. And then one other thing that's been going on is the Call of Duty World War II beta.
How does this have to do with a life update, darling?
Oh, because kind of getting into other stuff we've been playing.
Oh. I've just been playing buttload of Pokemon and Smash and Mario Kart. That's pretty much
Yeah.
It.
So I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty World War II PC beta, which I thought was going to be
Um.
keyboard and mouse only, but apparently gamepad control schemes are in there as well. I guess to
Mhm.
accommodate the console players coming in, which, by the way, although I've yet to run into squeakers, but I've been running into the usual toxic crowd that apparently permeates the voice chat of every COD game ever. I thought I would have left that when I left consoles, but I guess not.
Oh, is that those like young kids that are like telling you how they effed your mom last night
Yeah,
and
calling
stuff
me a
like that?
faggot. They're calling me, like, gay and all this nonsense, and I'm just like,
Because he plays a girl character, which is half of the male fan base ever, including another streamer that I know. Also, that leads me to a question. Do you guys think that it's right for a fellow gamer slash streamer to help you get a game to benefit your channel and then you promise to pay them back? And because they're mad at you, they say that glad to see you're making videos at my expense. Do you think that that's right, or that they should just wait for me to pay them back?
he just needs to chill out and wait for the payback.
Because you know me, I always honor my
Yeah.
debts.
Just like how I'm honoring mine and I'm getting that paid off shortly.
He's a I wouldn't say an ex boyfriend,
An ex friend.
but like basically he liked me, I didn't like him back, and now so.
Yeah, him, Slayer Isaiah.
And so, but basically, the last 3 months of 2017 are going to be busy for both me and Derpy because one, work, two, we got to start Christmas shopping and stuff for our families,
Yep.
and then three, I'm trying to save up to take him to all the hot spots of Spring, Texas, and he's trying to save up enough money to come visit me.
Yeah,
So
which I am going to be getting my plane ticket this coming in the next few days here on the 3rd.
I'm so excited.
So,
Speaking of Christmas, I just like the garden center at Walmart is all Christmas stuff now.
what the
It's
hell?
like,
Okay, we
really?
haven't even reached the end of September. Okay, we're at the end of September. We haven't even reached October yet, Walmart. What the?
And
Okay,
Walgreens too.
James Rolfe, a Cinemassacre, you were damn right to complain about Christmas. And the factor, it seems to start whenever the hell it wants and end whenever the hell it wants. Because, oh god, it's...
Do you know when they start playing? Okay, so there's a radio station in my local area called Sunny 99.1.
Yeah.
They start playing Christmas music 2 days before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm still under the impression of that Christmas music altogether just, like, there's only 2 acceptable days, really, in my opinion, to listen to it.
I say the whole month of December is absolutely fine to play Christmas music, but not before that.
Yeah, like...
When I'm coming home with my belly full of turkey and gravy and stuffing and potatoes and pumpkin pie, I don't want to be hearing Jingle Bells on the radio. It's like, no,
Yeah.
just stop what you're doing. Just stop what you're doing. Let us finish Thanksgiving. Like, okay.
I'm like, I'm about to go shopping
So-
for Black Friday for kind of, which I might actually be working Black Friday and Thanksgiving Day.
So basically, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas are all just one holiday now. It's Hollow Thankmas is pretty much what it is now. They're like, oh, we don't care about. Well, a lot of stores care. Like, okay, so stores care about Halloween, right?
Yeah.
obviously, and then Christmas. It's like Thanksgiving isn't even a thing anymore. It's just like, okay, Halloween's over, straight to Christmas. Just like,
Yeah, like I don't see any decorations
ow.
revolving around turkeys or anything of the sort for Thanksgiving. But
No. And like,
the
oh my gosh, there were so many people buying Halloween stuff at Walmart last night. I am so glad I ordered my
yeah, the
costume.
only thing that ever seems to get any mention for Thanksgiving is the usual deals revolving around turkey and stuffing. But there's usually a huge sale on that.
Black Friday. Black Friday.
Oh yeah, that too. But
That's like the only thing that makes Thanksgiving prominent anymore is Black Friday. The deals you can get on the new iPhone. Which, by the way,
oh god.
by the way, I don't have an iPhone anymore. I have a Samsung.
Yeah. Just speaking of the new iPhone. Okay, the iPhone 8 in particular. They Oh, Apple, what have you done? You've lost it. Um
I'm really glad I switched, especially when I found out the price of the new iPhone. I was like, yeah,
yeah.
no.
Basically the iPhone 8, which is a little bit less expensive than the iPhone X, which I think it's a little bit early um to be calling it the iPhone
Apple.
10. Okay. I get it's the 10th anniversary,
9.
but seriously, what the hell are you gonna do for I mean, this is almost like when EA named, for the 25th anniversary of Madden, they named it Madden 25, when usually it's always after, the year of that season. What are you going to do when it's
Yeah.
actually, the 10th iPhone? You kind of screwed yourselves in the foot there, Apple. On top of, I
But
don't think you QA tested enough because we're having a bunch of, if it's not Bengate, now we're having iPhones that are basically splitting open.
you're not supposed to see the inside of an iPhone.
Unless you're one of those DIY fix-it types. Or,
Yeah. But also, like I switched to Samsung right before the end of the iPhone 6S's lifespan. So
yeah, especially after the talk of the removal of the headphone jack.
that's what took me off because I listen to a lot of music. And those earbuds that come with the iPhones, they hurt my ears so bad, and so I have to wear headphones. So I couldn't get the new Apple AirPods
Oh
anyways
yeah, by the
because they
way,
would hurt my ears too
I would
bad.
say here, if you still have those old Apple EarPods that have the built-in mic control and all that lying around somewhere, you can pack those for me because I'm kind of wanting that set.
I don't think I still have them though. I'm
Ah,
sorry.
damn. Okay.
I'll keep my eye out in my house though. Um. So, anything else we want to say before we sign out?
I think, you know, I think that's well enough, and it's, and to my Jacob Cat plays, and asking why so long, I'd say like the average podcast these days is about an hour to 2 hours long. So that's your typical podcast length.
Yeah.
The only other podcast I know of that was just straight 30 minutes was the Wednesday Sarcastic Gamer podcast, and they were doing that as well, and that was a 30-minute show, but that's a rarity.
The reason we do it so long, Jacob Cat, is because we want to get everything we want to say and not only keep people updated on the latest news of gaming and stuff like that, but also our lives as well. Also, the reason we didn't talk about Pokemon news uh, this episode is because there hasn't been any,
Yeah, nothing new.
but
I think last
nothing
week
new.
we pretty much talked about all the stuff that needed to be talked about. So, and plus we're nearing release,
Mm-hmm.
which I won't be at the midnight release. I'm getting it digitally. So, um,
Also, can I just make a public service
yeah,
announcement? Nintendo, if you make an Animal Crossing game for the Switch, please make it a main series game and not another Amiibo festival. Please.
yeah.
Please. Just please.
Anyways,
But I think that's all we have to
yeah.
say.
So, if you guys just want audio version, basically use whatever YouTube ripping program you got on hand to rip the audio. So, anyways, peace out.